My auntie actually told me that they look kind of fake. I don't know what to say to that because it's real. Trust me, it's real. Before the pandemic hit, I was actually in my second last semester of my diploma in mass communications. I graduated in December of 2020, right center, a very big crisis, everything was in lockdown. So it was definitely difficult for me to start searching for a job that was paying fairly. I have some freelance work, but I didn't feel fulfilled or anything like that. It actually started from me scrolling through Pinterest and coming across this photo of a seashell candle. So I really wanted to buy one. To my disappointment, it was sold out. It seems easy enough to make myself, and I thought, why not I just start this business on my own? Because if I like it, I think that there might be some people out there who would like it too. I first launched Essentials on the 2nd of April 2021. What we sell is candles in seashells. We have two kinds. The first is clamshells and the second is a murex shell. Every seashell is just so unique. There's no two seashells that are exactly the same shape or exactly the same size. I can only give a range, so it'll be about 40 to 60 grams of beeswax. The clamshells are actually food grade, and then the pink murex shells, they are actually farmed.
The seashells are sourced from a supplier in China, and they get their seashells from restaurants all around China.
So these restaurants, they actually sell seafood. Instead of just throwing the shells into the landfills, my supplier, they collect these seashells so that they can sell it. So my initial experiments, I went online looking for seashells, for wax, and for candle wicks. I spent about 250 ringgit just buying shells from random Shopee stores. So it was definitely a chunk of money going into that just to see if it would work out, because I didn't know if it would. But then I realized that if I just bought one, then it would be really expensive, because these are just storefronts. You don't really build the connection with the seller. They sell it to you. It's going to be the same price individually as buying 100 pieces. For example, if you buy from a supplier, you can sort of get deals. Like if you buy 100, it would be 50% cheaper or something like that. So it was just not cost efficient. And also I couldn't discuss with the owner about where the seashells were coming from. They didn't have an answer for me. So I decided to look for a proper supplier. I wanted to make sure that the shells were ethically sourced and the shells were not species that were endangered. In the initial process of just experimenting, it was quite a risk, but it was one I was willing to take because this was something I really set my mind to, and I really wanted to find something that, I would find fulfilling. I would say I'm very blessed because people have been very kind to me throughout the entire thing. I was very anxious for what people might think or say about me for wanting to start a business, but people have been so encouraging, and they told me that it's interesting, it's unique, and that they want to buy it for their friends. And I even have a few customers who have bought over and over and over again. It means that they like it, and I think that's just a really big compliment when somebody who's bought your candles before buys them again. I definitely wouldn't have started Essentials if the pandemic hadn't happened, because I needed something to give me some purpose in my life. It kept me motivated. I'm actually moving out of the country this coming December, so I will not be continuing with Essentials. I have the opportunity to finally head towards something. I want to move on. There is a possibility I might continue it when I get back in a few years, but for now, I'm gonna put a hold on it. I don't think that I will have any regrets. Even though it's short term, I would say it has built me a lot as a person. I'm just very grateful for it, for how much it has helped me get through this period of my life.
There are some people who have this sort of expectation that a business is a commitment that you stick to and continue growing. What would you say to people who may see short-term businesses as kind of like a failure?
I think that closing down your business is not a failure. It's already a huge success that you dared to start it in the first place, no matter how long your business was open. Because opening a business is already such a scary thing to do. I think it takes someone of certain strength to do it, I would say. It's good that you even try. I am Josephine, and Essentials is pandemic born.